Well, let's get started with an actual run here. Let's play as the Wurmkin. Well, obviously this is my first game of the actual release version of the Last Divinity. Haven't played off stream or anything, so you can join me on the unlocks and stuff. Let's play as the Wurmkin. We have the Spine Chief as our champion, a 520 unit by base, but obviously these stats will change quite a bit as we upgrade them. And our starter card is Fracture, apply Reap 2. We will look at that once we're in fight. Let's jump in on Covenant 25, of course, because that's kind of the baseline of the game for me. So, I think it's time to talk a little bit about the Wurmkin mechanics, because otherwise text like this is not gonna make much sense. So the Wurmkin have this starter relic, the Wormtooth. Clan starter cards are infused. One card in each draft pack will be infused. Infused is an important keyword. It means when played, the current floor will gain 1 charged echo. That is the official name, charged echo. From here on out, I'm probably gonna call it candy, because it looks like candy. Well, so that means all our starter cards, as you can see here, are infused. They will add a candy to the floor we play them on. Bogfly will gain +5 attack per candy currently on the floor. We will have 4 candy slots on each floor. We can exceed those slots, but excess candy will be removed at the end of the turn. This candy mechanic will be very important to the Wurmkin, because many of their cards use those, like the Bogfly, but there are some that make even even weirder stuff with the candy. We have some Vent, and we have Returned Soul, one of my favorite new spells. Return a spell card from the discard pile to your hand and apply Infused, -1 Ember cost, and Consume. You get a second play of a card in your discard. Right now, you get a candy because it's gonna get infused. It's gonna be cheaper, but it will consume. Very strong card. Extremely powerful in my eyes. We will also face off against Daedalus with Damage Shield on the bombs, Fel with Scorches, and Seraph with Cleanse. Seraph the Chaste. Well, here is the tutorial for the new pack charts. Take on pack charts in exchange for rewards. The more you have, the more powerful your enemies will grow. If you defeat the Seraph with 100 pack charts or more, you will unlock the final battle. Okay. We will obviously try to get over 100 pack charts to unlock that final battle. Oh. There's one of the new Wurmkin artifacts, the Notice Stone. When a card with Consume is played, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of this battle. We have Vent, which carries the magic power quite well. Torches do so too. Return Soul gives us a Consume card every time we play it. So Notice Stone could already be pretty decent. It's up against Boon of the Blacksmith, which, while nice, is usually not a game changer. I'll try it out. Here we have the Divine Boons. We can gain 100 gold and 10 pack charts. Do it every time. It's almost always worth it. 100 gold is a nice extra amount of cash we can use on the next floor to upgrade our units and spells. So here we have 2 of the 3 champion paths for the Spine Chief. We can have all friendly units be Bogflies, gain +5 attack per candy. Or we can have an Inspire trigger. Inspire triggers when you gain candy on this floor, once per candy. To apply Reap to enemy units. Reap, unit takes 1 damage per stack of candy after combat ends. Does not decrease. Hi hi Rossum, welcome, glad to see you. Una says hi as well. Personally, I think the DKR is very strong. The Reap can stack up quite significantly. Reap is multiplied by the amount of candies we have. The more candies we generate, the more Reap we apply. It's a very strong interaction. Let's go with that for our first run. No hidden passage starter? Nope. We got Vent instead. Wait, hidden passage is... Isn't that an uncommon? The first defense. Foot soldiers of the disciple of Seraph. We can see here the new threat level. Medium. As you gain more shards, more enemies before the boss will be upgraded. And the boss itself will grow stronger. This includes bonus attack, health, status effects and abilities. This is the downside of the shards. We took on some shards to gain some gold, and now we have to fight stronger enemies. That should be no problem. Let's take the spikes 3 as well and head on in to the first fight. Oh, hidden passage is common. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. Build up charged echoes to empower Wurmkin units and spells on that floor. Candies that exceed the available slots will disappear at the end of turn. Play infuse cards to add candy to that floor. The Wurmkin starting artifact Wormtooth applies infuse to starter cards and 1 card per draft. What is our best setup? The Spine Chief is 3 capacity, so if we set up on the middle floor we don't have room for anything but a Bogfly behind him. But we probably want to have a Bogfly behind the Spine Chief anyways. But ideally I think we will be on the bottom. Reap is best used as early as possible. So the units we apply the Reap to can also take damage to the candies on other floors. I definitely want to Reap the backliners here. We could jump block with the Train Steward. That removes a lot of damage, and then let's use another Fracture to Reap the Collector as well. This guy will die to the candies on the top floor. Reap now triggers before resolve. Oh, yeah, that would be a problem if it didn't. Let's drop a Bogfly so we have some extra damage there. Let's also drop a Train Steward here, so I have some extra damage here. I would like more candies here, but we can always get them next turn. They will be more impactful next turn as well. This guy's already gonna die, and she will die on the top floor to the Reap. Let's play another Bogfly, and then let's find some candy. Let's see what we return. Soul. I'm gonna go with the Fracture here. We already have a Torch and Vent in hand, so we apply some Reap here. Torch the backliner. And we just win. Okay, as you can see, one of these cards comes infused, the others do not. We have Proclamation. Infused, that's due to the Worm Tooth randomly rolling this card to be infused. It would otherwise not be. Attuned, extract 2, deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. So it's a good frontline damage card, which we can certainly use in a deck like this, because we have the Spine Chief killing backliners already. Our boss killing capabilities are okay, I would say. But we certainly need to work on those a little bit as well, because Reap is not that great at killing bosses, unless we can really stack it up. Bounding Echoes, consume, apply infused 2 cards in hand. So all the cards in your hand will be infused after you play this. It will also trigger the Notice Stone. A very useful card indeed. Helps you get more candy, which is very important with the Spine Chief. And Shelter also consumes, apply armor 2 per candy to friendly units. It's decent, gives your entire floor some survivability. It also consumes, so it triggers the Notice Stone as well. Proclamation, on the other hand, has... oh, I didn't notice that. Has extract 2. Lose 2 candy after you play this card. If you cannot, the card cannot be played. But infused will add a candy first, so you can play it with just 1 candy. This is an interesting card for the deck. We don't really want to remove too many candies, so we should be careful with the extract amount. But because it's also infused, I think we can safely pick a proclamation here, if we want to. All of these cards could be quite good. I'm gonna go with a proclamation here, because we need some frontline damage. Do we want another vent if it's infused? Maybe not. Fortify is a bit low impact. And Welder Helper, decent. But it takes space that we would rather use for our Bogflies. There's also this button toggle unit essences. Let's note for now that Welder Helper has armor 10 and summon apply armor 10 to friendly units as an essence. We will look at using these essence in just a little bit. Actually after the next fight. I am willing to skip here. So we have Wurmkin banner, Hellhorned banner. We have the option here. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic, and more Divine Boons, so we can have a lot of gold here. Could buy 2 large upgrades on a unit. Multi-strike on a Bogfly wouldn't be terrible. Maybe we find something useful in the Wurmkin banner. Let's go for the unit upgrades. We have Large Stone as an option here. It's a bit less exciting right now, because we don't have that much capacity, but maybe we can make something work with that. Wurmkin banner. We have Kinhost Vessel. Shell 8. At the end of turn, remove candy from the floor to remove shell from the front unit with shell. When all shell is removed, the unit will hatch. Hatch. Once all shell is removed, the unit dies, triggering its hatch ability. Apply the egg unit's upgrades and stat changes to the summoned unit. And the Kinhost Popa that comes out is a 30-10, armor 20, multi-strike 1. Strike, apply reap to enemy units. Interesting. So basically we play a very fragile unit, start feeding it candy. Once it ate 8 candy, it becomes a multi-striking 30 attack unit that applies reap to enemy units on strike. And because it multi-strikes, it can do so twice a turn. Can add up quite a bit of reap over the course of Relentless fight. But the problem is shell 8 is quite a lot. We would need a lot of candy generation to make use of that. We also have the Kinhost Carapace, another 1 capacity unit. This one is 2 cost. When played, gain plus 10 attack, plus 10 health, and plus 1 capacity consumption per candy on the floor. Very interesting. We really want to play this on a floor with a couple of candy, so it gains significant stats. The egg eats candy before reap happens too, so it can prevent that from being effective. Oh! At the end of turn, remove candy. Ah. And then after combat ends. I see. Okay. It will hatch before combat then, though. So... But yeah, that really clashes with our Spine Chief, huh? It hatches after combat? When all shell is removed? Oh, okay. These units are a bit hard to justify. We can probably get like 2 candies for the Kinhost Carapace most of the time. Sometimes just 1. So that's a bit hard to justify right now. Can also take a look at these essences. Armor 10 and strike apply reap 1 to enemy units. Interesting. Summon plus 10 plus 10. Right now, if anything, I'm more excited by the Kinhost Carapace. But we would need to let it cycle once for it to be really good. Yeah, they lead you into the same... They lead you down the same path. But a slight problem with it is that while you're breeding the egg, your candy will get reduced to 0 every turn. So you're gonna have a bit of trouble keeping up the candy count for both to do their job. I'll try out the Kinhost Carapace, even though I'm not too excited about it. Do we want a large stone on anyone? I don't think so, honestly. We might get some rage, but I think I'll just reroll right now. Quick. That is good on an individually strong unit, like a Kinhost Carapace. Can help keep itself alive. I wanna try it out. I will also upgrade a Bogfly. Will I? Yeah, I will upgrade a Bogfly with some health and attack. Hi Katira, welcome! Sorry for being gone for a while. I had to fight against COVID. Still not fully healthy just yet, but mostly recovered. Okay, we have the High Priest to the light with sweep. I'm glad I have some health on the Bogfly now. Let's take the trial. Oh, this is our first upgraded enemy. The Discipled Foot Soldier here comes with multi-strike and higher stats. Thanks, Playology Major. If we want to take out the Discipled Foot Soldier before they can attack. That would require us to spend our energy, our Ember on Torch and Vent. Which is probably what I want to do anyways. But I can't play Fracture. We have options. Went on the bottom floor sure is nice. Kinda wanna have some Reap on this target. We don't really need to went the bottom floor as much, but it prevents some damage. I think here I will just go with this. We have 2 Reap on the Disciple Protector. It is not quite enough to get the kill. It's still doing 4 damage to a Pyre right now. But the Forged Disciple is the more important problem. Yeah, I'm aware about the cards that help Hedgex. Reap 2, so each of these is 4 damage. I think we use the Proclamation on the top. The Walkfly won't actually help in combat, because it will just die to sweep. So we are actually looking for the other Walkfly. This guy comes with Spell Shield 1 and slightly higher attack. We don't have a lot of damage we can do here. That's gonna be a problem. Do I throw these Stewards on the top floor? I might be able to get away with 1 Ember Drain next turn. With some Reap on this guy, that certainly helps. Let's add some more. Ah right, I had this Kinhost Carapace in the deck, I forgot. If I could put that down now, that would be helpful. Wait, I can. It's just not gonna be huge. But it will make sure we survive. Ouch. Bounding Echoes with Infuse, that's actually quite good. We want that. Hidden Passage could be nice. Infuse Molding Imp gives us some more AoE. Hornbreak. It's probably less necessary. Summon, deal 15 damage to enemy units. I think we skip this. Still. Yeah. Infuse the Range Brood. I kinda like it. Good unit. Okay, now we have a Divine Temple. Here is where the unit essences will come into play. Here we have the option to engage in the pact, to sacrifice a unit to infuse its essence into another unit. Basically we can combine units. We can get any of these unit essences on another unit, but any unit can only hold 1 essence, and it's pretty expensive in terms of pact shards. There are also unique spell upgrades at these temples. Upgrade a spell with 10 magic power and piercing. Upgrade a spell to cost -2 cost. These are quite significant. Let's see if we find a good unit here. Ooh, there's a new one. Apex Imp. Infused. Armored. Gain rage equal to gained armor. Summon, gain armor 5. Armor 10 and rage 10 as infusion. Alpha friend. +1 capacity and strike +5 attack. Apex Imp. Gain rage equal to gained armor. I think we try that out. Yeah, I don't have the tools I need to play into their strength. Deranged Brute plus Apex Imp. Oh, Apex Imp is a demon imp. Nice. It's pretty cute too. Triggers when armor is added to this unit. We could just throw the Apex Imp onto the Deranged Brute and that would not be terrible. It's nice until you put it next to Yi Dale Queen. Oh. How do we armor the Apex Imp? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just use the essence. I would really like to use the Apex Imp though. If that is possible. Immortal Stone is interesting on the Kinho's Carapace. Yeah, it gains armor 5, so it will come with rage 5 at the very least. Echo Stone, upgrade a unit with +3 attack per candy. That would be interesting with these Bogflies at least. But it's a decent attack buff in general. Let's first figure out what are we gonna add to these units. We could add Bogflies and gain some attack from candy, but the range rage. Alright, we are up against Seraph the Chase. If it's of any concern to you, if you go to 140 shards, this Seraph variant will gain Purify. Purify? Oh, so it will clear the Reap? After it deals damage? Is that the Purify? The one the Last Divinity? After it's... yeah, okay. Maybe we really just infuse the Apex Imp into the Deranged Brute. Maybe that's just what we do. Build up the Deranged Brute. Because the Apex Imp is great if we can get armor gain, but that will be... it might be tough. And it might be our best essence for the Deranged Brute. 10 rage, that's gonna be 50 attack for the Deranged Brute right off the get-go. That is really significant. Okay. We're up to 45 shards now. With this much rage, maybe we don't need much rage gain at all to keep the Deranged Brute ready. Immortal Stone could go on the Kinho's Carapace, that wouldn't be bad. If we get another capacity. Sure. I'll do it. Think it's fine. Multi-strike would obviously be great on the deranged brute, but maybe just extra health is what we want. Or maybe we are using the Spine Chief as our frontliner. And the deranged brute is just the backliner we use behind the Spine Chief. That could be... that could certainly be a thing, yeah. So I think I'll just upgrade these bogflies a bit. Make sure they are individually useful. Now, are there any spells we want to upgrade? True Stone for piercing. Could be good on a proclamation, could be good on a vent. Very good on a vent, in fact. And I'll go with that. Value Stone. Less exciting. We don't have expensive spells that make good use of Value Stone right now. So let's look at the event. The Rail Spike enhancement, huh? I think we use this chance to get a train steward off the train. And then we have 55 Shards. So this Daedalus fight is gonna be pretty scary. But we also have pretty strong units right now. We just need to make sure they can actually survive. If that train steward would die, I would easily put them in front. We can make them die by using Fracture on them. And maybe that's what I should go for. Conserve the health of my Spine Chief as much as possible. Ooh, these things come with 6 health. That is super scary. Daedalus has a nice number of HP. Oof. Is this the turn where we play on the top floor? I think we Proclamate here on the bottom to reduce the incoming damage to the Spine Chief. And then... I wish we had a good way of keeping our Spine Chief alive. Definitely Bounding Echoes. What's in our discard here? The Vent is good. I will go for a torch now, just for the consume. I can take down the overcharged apprentices at a later point. Remove the damage shield from Daedalus. This guy comes with sweep. There's a bomb on the bottom. We can take it out. Thanks to the extra spell damage. And I think we should. This is fine. That guy will die before he reaches the top. Now it's just deal as much damage to Daedalus as possible. We could kill this guy. We don't have much room on the top floor. You know what? This seems weird, but I will need room. I will need... well, I can't guarantee that I will draw into the Kinhost Carapace. I will need some candy on this floor though. So that if I draw into the Kinhost, I can actually do something with it. We have 3 capacity on the top floor, so this going up to 30-30 is ideal. And then we don't need the candy anymore. And we can actually kill Daedalus here. Apex Imp Essence went into the Deranged Brute, yes. Oh, Infused Dark Deal. Let's keep the rage coming. Last Sand also tempting, but I'll go with the Infused Dark Deal. Multi-strike 1 and fragile. Wow, that's an essence. Plus 30, plus 30 and plus 1 capacity. I like it. But I don't think we need any more units right now. Unless we want to infuse another essence eventually. But I don't see that here. So let's skip for now. What do we need? We need everything, but we can get by with not taking capacity. I think most of all we need draw. It's a fantastic essence if you have armor. If you have armor, I mean, if you have armor, you want the you want to keep the Apex Imp around, right? The Apex Imp just gives 10 armor and 10 rage as their essence. I think we go for the Hurzel's Horde and the Unstable Vortex here. Heal up a bit. Maybe look at the Divine Temple for spell upgrades possibly. Oh, yeah, the Multi-Strike 1 and Fragile from Horned Warrior. That makes sense, yeah. That is a really good essence if you have armor. Base charge. At the start of battle, add 2 candy to each floor. But it's up against the refracting lenses, and we have a couple of consumes. We have Bounding Echoes, we have Returned Soul, so we can easily look at 15, maybe 20 healing each fight. That is a lot. Base charge helps us with Bogflies being more relevant, with Kinhost Carapace. It makes it easier to play Proclamation. I think overall base charge might be what we want to go for here actually. But both of these relics are really, really strong. Or at least they seem really strong to me. Let's get these non-infused starter cards out of the deck. Twinstone. Upgrade a spell to gain Spell Chain. When played, a copy of this card will be added to hand. The copy costs +1 Ember and gains Purge. I wonder how that works with a Vent. But it's certainly very potent on Return Soul. Oh, is it ever strong with Return Soul? Let's take a look. We can gain 15 pack charts here. So we would be at 70. There's a Dark Temple, we can do a lot of things. We probably want to take these artifacts, so we will be at 85. So we can easily spend another 15 at one of these divine temples, and that will get us to 100. I want the spell chain return soul. That just seems bastard strong. Inspire, apply Reap 3 to enemy units. More importantly, another 35 health. There's also the Corruptor again with +5 attack per candy, but not as much health. I'm gonna go with the Decayer 2. Because this guy is gonna be our frontline. We need the health. Let's move on. We're still in threat level red. Pyrite Master is our boss. Enemies enter with Spell Shield. I think we can do that. Although these guys with Shards, these are scary. We have to think about this. Can we be on the bottom floor with our main units? We can't be on the second floor, sadly. What if we use the Kinhost Carapace on the bottom floor right now? And just let it die. Endless it up to a higher floor. I like the idea of that. How big do we want it to be? Maybe just exactly 4 pips. So we play 1 spell before. That will be Fracture. To kill the backliner with exactly 5 Reap. 3 Reap times 3 wouldn't have been enough, so yeah. Oh, it doesn't die! It's too big. That's actually a problem. Now we can play our Deranged Brute next turn. We can make it die. We do want to play it, but it denies us the Collector. Hey, Chris! Welcome! Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub for the 6th month in a row. Says, "So, I missed you! MTDLC launch wasn't the same without you. How are you feeling?" Feeling decent. I am recovering. Slowly but surely. What if we killed the Collector with the torch? Played the Kinhost here as 70-70 quick. That is not quite enough. It's not quite big enough to just be good with that. What if we played the Kinhost on the top floor? Dealt with the Collector here. This is tough. This turn is very difficult. Also, our Spine Chief is again taking huge damage from the Quill Marksman. And I would like to avoid that as well. We can with the Train Steward. But... and we're not playing Carapace. Maybe we are okay with not playing Carapace. It might just be what we go for here. Torch the Collector. Play Transient here. Deranged Brute on the top. Thank you so much, Chris. That's very nice. Kinho's Carapace cannot be a boss killer, not really. Because it's gonna grow too large to play again. Ah. And this will Ember drain us as well. We have to see how this goes. How do we keep the Deranged Brute safe now? Honestly, don't know yet. This is troublesome. This helps with the reap. This is not piercing, but vent is. And vent is actually really good. On either floor. If we can't get rid of the Clip Defender, we can't get rid of the Clip Guardian either. Maybe we just take the 44 here. And apply as much reap as we can. Then we wipe out the weaker units here. So that we might actually be able to deal with this guy on the top. Oh, that's the spell chained version. Oh, we have the vent. I can do a lot with Return Soul here. Can Return Soul the Return Soul. And then Return Soul the Return Soul. Now we no longer have any copies. But that's fine. This one will actually make a copy again. So we can keep going. Guess that means we will Return Soul a torch. And then, oh, this has still has the -1 cost. Play the torch. Get 100% on the new logbook yet? This is my first run since release. So no. We Return Soul again, getting another torch. I think we Fracture for even more reap. Then we Return Soul the Fracture. Play the Fracture. And then vent. 320 damage on the bottom floor. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I would proclaim that we win this fight. Stream till you finish it then. We'll see about that. Ambient charge. Infused, extract 3, draw 3, apply consume to drawn spells. There is also broken memories. Consume, return a consumed spell to the top of your draw pile. And Soul Siphon. Fill slots with candy, apply Amber Drain 1 to friendly units. I don't think we need that right now. Ambient charge, I could see. Ambient charge I could see very well. But I think I want broken memories here. Rage Serum, Battering Ram, Branding Rite. Rage Serum with Infused might actually be good. Branding Rite gives us some armor. It's very expensive though. We need some more survivability on the Spine Chief. Branding Rite might just be that. I don't like it, but I will take it. It's time to go for some artifacts here. Value Stone and True Stone. Value Stone on Branding Rite might be just what we need. I'll take it. We're at 85 now. I will take a Guild Marker. And Trader's Quill is honestly pretty insane for this deck as well. I think it's time to kick out the final Train Steward. The Bogflies are actually useful. The Fractures are pretty good. But the Torches I think are better. So let's cut a Fracture. The Holiest Shields and Bone Shine. Haven't seen them in ages. Yeah, it's gonna be harder to find them with the new events that are floating around. Oh, this boss. This boss might be a problem. Unless we can reap combo them. But that might not be possible. That easily at least. I think Spine Chief once again wants to be on the bottom. Getting the reap out to everyone. Having them all to die to reap is the easiest way to deal with those. With the Branding Rite, I feel a bit safer now. We could sacrifice a Bogfly to prevent that damage. And maybe that's not the worst idea. And then we just make this thing a 3 size for now. It will eventually die. Single Fracture is enough to get a kill there. And we can vent on the bottom floor. We could also return souls, do return soul stuff. I think we should. Let's return soul the Fracture. And then return soul a Torch. And then we play the vent first, so the Traitor's Quill will actually hit the backliner here. Nice, nice. Let's proclaim to kill the frontliner. We don't want to kill off these units. There is broken memories. We could use that to bring back a torch or a fracture right now. Or a bounding echoes. The magic power we're gaining is actually a little bit of a downside here. The vent should be worth it. Do want the returned soul to be echoed. But what now? This boss will be terrifying. Stealth 10. We need to get as much reap on them as possible. That is for certain. Okay, we can generate a lot of candy here. With Return Soul. Getting us back Fracture for now. And then Return Soul getting back Return Soul. Proclamation is worth playing. Then we Return Soul the Proclamation. Getting a Return Soul to return back the Branding Right. That is so much damage. Well, our win condition is Reap. So... Oh, nice precious plating. Forgotten trait. Consume, gain an energy per candy. Revenge of the Damned. Infused. Extract 1. Deal 5 damage twice. Slay. Gain 2 candy. Whew, that is tempting. These are all strong options. But I think Revenge of the Damned needs too much work to make it useful. I take another Broken Memories. Branding Right again. Have to skip here. Think it's time for some spell upgrades. Unit upgrades could still be useful, but... X-cost cards get X to their value when played. Well, we have two Vent. Infused Mallet, probably not. This artifact, I think, got stealth nerfed. Because 5 damage kills... Yeah, a lot of units don't die to 5 damage. Lost Luggage at the start of battle, draw cards until you have 10 cards. Tempting. A very good thing. Let's go with the Lost Luggage. Just make sure we have the powerful opening turn. I'll upgrade the other Vent to have some No, I want it on the Proclamation actually. Cost reduction. Honestly, not too important for us. But I will buy it anyways. Permafrost, I could see it on the Return Soul. Yeah, I think that is good. I think that's good enough. We can't afford another large upgrade though. So probably I'll stay here. Keep the 100 gold. And then just move on to Fel. I think Fel will not be too bad. We have the Vent this turn. So I think we set up the bottom floor here. Play the branding right while it's still easy to play. Should have started with the Bounding Echo, shouldn't I? Let's play the Penance and then Vent. Hi RS Jackson, welcome! Glad to see you too. I don't think we want to Broken Memories just yet. That is a later thing. This is fine. Let's apply some Fracture to Fel in preparation. Reap is gonna matter. With a Penance turn again. We will be taking some damage this turn. This Vent is not yet upgraded. But we can still kill the Quill Marksman pretty easily. Let's get the Bogflies out there. And then go for the Vent. We could Return Soul something. Maybe the Dark Deal. You know what? The Dark Deal is a good target. I don't need to play this anymore. This fight. This is gonna be enough rage. And it's gonna be too much damage if I keep playing it. Let us Proclaim. We could Proclaim again. Wouldn't be bad. I could also Broken Memory spec the Dark Deal if I wanted to play it the final time. Let's go with Fracture here. We'll play the Return Soul on the Fracture. And I'll keep the Broken Memories around a bit longer. Does a branding right again. It's getting worse. But it's still providing good defense. Might need some more reap on this backliner. I could do silly things. I think I want to do silly things. I return soul the return soul, then I will return soul the broken memories, then I will broken memories the return soul. Just sacking some reap on these guys and getting my return soul infused. I could also return soul the branding right. It's getting bad. Now the return soul consumes. I need to keep that in mind. I love that broken memories already has the word broken in its name. Because that's what the card is. Yeah, kinda. Pretty much. This thing already dies. The reap, with just having some candies on every floor, is really nice. Okay, Fel is on my floor. Don't want to do silly stuff. I can't do too much silly stuff here. I think it's just return soul, the frag shot, and then broken memories back the return soul. Let's use this copy of Return Soul to use the vent again. Yeah, we have 10 charged echoes here, 10 candies. So that's a good amount of damage already. Now it's time to unload all these echoes. It's fracture. Return that. Fracture again. Fracture one more time. Return soul that fracture. Fracture. Return soul a torch. Torch and vent. With how many candies? 13 candies. 13 times 93. 1200 damage from Reap. Seems good. You're more amazed that her normal attack value is 10. Apply 6 attack per candy. Clear candies. Impolate. 0 damage. Wurmkin etchings. Return 5 consumed spells to the top of your draw pile. Choose your next hand. That is crazy. That is really crazy. Fel's Remorse. We do need some more energy. If we can't find it any other way, Fel's Remorse will be the way to go. We want to be able to play Wurmkin etchings a lot. So let's go with Fel's Remorse. This is now a combo deck, kinda. Do we still care about unit upgrades? Not really. We care about our champion though. We want the Inspire Plari 5. I wish the KR3 had a bit more health, but that should do. Oh, double stack. That is very helpful. That is really, really helpful. I should have looked for a value stone before I did this. I should have done a value stone instead. We can still do a value stone. Slight waste, but it's still worth it. Magic power, the other vent really needs it now. The proclamation, less important. What do we even remove at this point? Torches, I guess. Oh, sure, we have some pyre health to lose. 230 gold, so we reroll now. Holdover. That seems unnecessary, but it is pretty good on this vent. Yeah, I like it. I like it enough. I will upgrade a fragment and I will upgrade the proclamation again. Let's move on. Mark of Invasion for 400 gold. We can take a little bit of damage to those. But maybe we don't have to. Let's see. Spine Chief belongs on the bottom. These Wildwings are a bit scary. I think we get rid of them first. Or at least some of them. Is this still... No, this is 10 damage. I think it's worth killing that. No vent in the opening hand is a bit sad. This just kills one of them. Fracture would also kill one of them. Fracture returned soul would kill all three of them. Fracture the backliner, return soul, bring back fracture. Fracture this guy. Yeah, that's worth it. Wurmkin etchings we save for later. This thing will die. We do want to vent the top floor. Guess we go for a torch here. Fracture you. Then vent the top floor. Mark of Invasion enemies can never be shard enhanced. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice, certainly. Do we need to broken memories yet? I don't think so. This is great. I'm gonna... Are you gonna die? You will not die this easily. We need to put in some effort for you to die. Torch vent is actually enough here on the bottom floor. So we can just proclaim that you die. If the backliners all die, well, we need to kill them with the vent. Anything else we need to do? We want at least one more candy here, so let's get that. Then I think we can just vent. Let's apply some more reap to the frontliner here actually. And you are still alive. That is good, because we need you to be. This is fine. We proclaim. And we went. And everything's dead. Now let's get your armor back up. We can't do that again though. We can do it on this guy. And Dark Deal again. Okay, that was a bit mismanaged. I needed to make sure I had Return Soul in hand this turn. I want Bounding Echoes next turn. I want you on the floor. I can make my next hand, but my next hand needs to have Return Soul in it, so... And we draw into a new deck, so the Return Soul won't actually do that much. That is a tricky situation. I messed up, I think. Yeah, Wurmkin Etchings doesn't do anything if I can't draw cards. I should be getting back the other ones, but it doesn't matter because we're not gonna win here anyway. I need to be more careful. I need to combo on the bottom floor. With the Return Soul. I think our start was pretty good. We might actually want the bog flies to be in the middle. Yeah, definitely. Ah, oops. I wanted to use the proclamation on this guy. I hope that's not a big problem. Might be fine. Well, I guess we end up using a proclamation on him anyways. Although now it would have been good on the bottom floor instead. Oh well. It worked out in the end. Now I need to set up the return soul to be my next hand. How do we do this? We return soul, return soul. We play the return soul to consume it. Bring back pretty much anything. And then we either Wurmkin etchings. That seems good. Yeah, we use Wurmkin etchings here. I'll do a branding right and a dark deal as well. Do we want this vent in our next hand? We want all these 6 cards, so no. And now it is just cast as many, get as many reap triggers as possible. This consumes, so it's actually better used on the frontliner. Just completely tramples through before Brooke gets to attack. Yeah, that's annoying. And we can't branding right anymore. And then here we set up with the Wurmkin etchings. But we didn't get Return Soul back, so we have to find that one ourselves. And we just win. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per candy. Let's take another Return Soul instead. Impish Scholar. Possible. Infused Spike of the Hellhorned. That might also be good. If I had the Ember generating card, I'm still gonna take it. It will be good enough. But if I had the Ember generating card, it would be amazing. We actually go left, I think. When a neg unit is summoned, remove shell 3 and apply armor 30. Would actually be nice. Hammered chest blades or cleansing water? Cleansing water seems really good against these shard buffed units. Eternal stone anything? Let's look at the relics. Check strips, rationing scales. Before each battle, set pyre health to 50. If this reduces pyre health, gain 3 gold for each health lost. We definitely don't want to pick that up now. That would be bad. Check strips. I think I'll go with split anvil. Can trigger on spike of the Hellhorns and vent. Makes those a bit easier to use. And then reroll. Units get an extra upgrade slot. Unbroken Horn could be good as well. It could be good to make a good giant spike of the Hellhorned. Friendly units entering with some armor is also an option. Do we want to remove consume on anything? No, I don't think we want that on the spike. Let's also take a look at... No, there is no Divine Temple here. I think the Spike of the Hellhorn wants a cost reduction. I don't think we want to really consume remove anything. Search Stone on a torch. No. That doesn't matter enough. Freestone. Does that matter? It could. Let's go with the other cost reduction on the spike. I'll go with Scorched Steel. Survival is a big problem of ours. Might just dupe the... Ooh, the Branding Right has a value stone on it. So it's... costs me shards to do. Shards I don't want. I don't want 10 more shards right now. I really do not. I'll go with the spike instead. Hey John, welcome! Yeah, Seraph the Chaste. I hope we can deal with that. We might have to employ different strategies here. I really wish we didn't take notice down this early, because it has been a problem ever since. $15 regen at least isn't too bad. Oh no! Your headset is broken? That sucks. I think we still want the Spine Chief to be on the bottom. We definitely went. Can host? Maybe. Is dealing 16 right now. We needed to deal 14 at least. I'm not really sure if that was worth it. But we'll see. Pyre Wings. Buffed up. Still only 6 damage though, so it's not too bad. The Vent will once again solve most of our problems here. We definitely went on the bottom floor for 3 energy, so we might as well do it now. Alright, we have the anvil. I forgot. Hawkfly really wants to be on the middle floor. Can we destroy this guy? I think so. There we go. Anything we want to return? No, not yet. Not right now. Ah, the Ember Drain. We have to save the spikes to use them closer to the end. Time for some armor. Do we immediately... Yeah, I think so. I think we want to immediately go for the Branding Rite again. Get that armor ready. The armor doesn't get removed by Seraph the Chaste. Anything else we want to get back? Not right now. I think we just go for the giant vent at the moment. You know what? I'm gonna use the Broken Memories on the Branding Rite. I want more armor next turn. You are not dying just yet. It will take another 30 on the top floor. Another 30 is not quite enough. I think I just returned Solar Spell right now. I think I bring back a Fracture to get more Reap on the Gilded Wing here. There is more armor. 3 waves remaining. Top floor dies. We do want to get you. We'll do it like this. I will Proclamate on the bottom floor and start applying Rage to you. Okay, now from here on out we're gonna play these spikes whenever we get the chance. Because we need the Rage. Kinhost definitely wants to go out this turn as well. We could play a spike right now. I think that's what I should do. Get that Rage ready. And then we can recover the spike with the Wurmkin etchings. And we could recover the Wurmkin etchings with the Broken Memories if we wanted to. That is not the worst idea. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I do think though that I will play another Dark Deal. I can't play too many of these. Backliner is relatively weak already. Let's gain the armor. Let's also play another spike. Keep that armor going. Alright, this card exists as well. This is permafrosted. Good. That is gonna be quite important. Do we want a broken memory anything? Another spike. Yeah, let's keep them coming. And final wave. Let's see what we can do. I think we don't need energy anymore. I think we can just play the spike. Play the vent, play the vent. And then return soul. Return soul. The one with spell chain, preferably. Then we return soul the non-spell chain return soul. We play this return soul to bring back fracture, I guess. We fracture the backliner. Play our final return soul to bring back broken memories, with which we bring back the spell chain return soul for next turn. We're still lacking a lot of damage on Seraph, but that's a start. There's a lot of reap on him after all. That helps. We start with a spike on the frontliner actually. Frontliner is quick. And let's play all of these. Let's return soul a proclamation, I guess. Let's go with a fracture first. Yeah, the proclamation is the best we can do here. This thing is endless. Let's put it to good use. Looks like we might be short here. Looks like our pyre got this. Nope. Didn't. I think we were like a single digit number off there. If we had 6 more pyre health, we would have gotten it. If the Seraph had like 20 less health or something, we would have gotten it. I don't know where exactly the Seraph's health was, but it was really close. Well, we leveled up. We got Echo Snare, consume, apply Reap 2 to enemy units. We got Dun Echo. 1 additional card in each draft pack will be infused. We unlocked Forced Contamination. 0 cost, extract 3, apply melee weakness 3. Mind Horde. Increase capacity by 1 on each floor. That's candy capacity, not normal capacity. Well, it was a valiant first effort with Wurmkin. We didn't quite get there. We will eventually.